Good evening, North Oldham High School. Jimmy Haskell from Indianapolis, Indiana, part of Team Pageantry Incorporated here tonight, judging the Louisville Classic here at Louisville Male High School, September 22nd, 2012. My honor and privilege to adjudicate you in finals this evening. Congratulations. My caption for you tonight will be music performance. Have a great show, do it up, have fun, be back with you when you're ready to begin.
For his it's like a minute before he starts.
All right, here we go. Here's the salute. Get it.
North Oldham, you may take the field for competition.
Appreciate the setting of the stage. Make sure with the shakuras that we're not overbalancing with that, okay? Yeah, percussion, you must do a decrescendo as the woodwinds come in here, okay? Yeah, be careful here, saxophones, we don't want to hear the feet and the horn, so make sure we're doing proper foot technique down below, nothing from the waist up should be moving, shouldn't allow the embouchure to move around if that's happening at that particular point in time, okay? All right, less ton and a little bit more tone out of the mellophones. You're staged perfectly there, mellophones, as you're coming across the power zone, and you do the backwards turn onto the 40-yard line, side one. If we would think about less tongue, more tone, and back off about a half a dynamic level, that would lock in, okay? Appreciate the staging of what's going on here with the flautist. All right, good quality of sound coming out of the flautist at this particular point in time. All right, it needs to have a little bit more expressionistic and communicative qualities to it, please. All right, don't just perform to your drum major. Look at all the people in the stands. All right, they all bought a ticket to watch you tonight. Perform and entertain them. Yeah, in the lower divisi of the trumpets, when we get into that lower register, like E, D, and C, all right, one, we got to get that third valve slide working, but two, we've got to also think about lightening up on the tone, lighten up on the dynamics, so we don't get that quality of sound that splatters a little bit on that lower register of the trumpet, okay? Appreciate the mix of the metallics and the woods in the back. Be careful. All right, you can't have individuals sticking out trying to be so expressionistic here, mid ranges. Okay, brasses in particular. So you've got to make sure you're really careful. All right, subdivide when we're in this slow tempo, and make sure your feet are passing each other on the ands. Okay, but we have to make sure that we're not going to let the tempo waver too much. It's okay to play with a little bit of vibrato, but we have to match as a section. Okay. Think about, as we're doing the overall ensemble 2D release, let's think about taking a breath in. If everybody will take a breath in the exact same time, nobody could ever hold over a pitch, okay? Does that make sense? Question mark? Again, the shaker's just a little bit bright here. All right, like the sound, it's in time, the pulse tempo and all that's great. It's just a little bit bright overall in the overall balance and blend of things. Now let's shape the phrase within the phrase as we go into the arpeggiations here, keyboards and melodics. Let's make sure, are we shaping the phrase within the phrase? Question mark. Okay. As you go up, it naturally wants to crescendo anyway, and as you decrescendo, or as you do the go down in the lower octave, it naturally wants to decrescendo. So just perform that at a little bit effort, add a little bit more oomph to that, and you'll get that up and down and that crescendo and the shaping of the phrase within the phrase that you're looking for.
Thank you.
Now the decrescendo there before the mellophones come in. Mellophones, back off that just a little bit. It's almost like you're trying to make that breath two motions. It's like you're taking in a breath, holding it, and then releasing. Breath should be one motion. All right, if you're trying to choke your breath off and you're stopping the airflow, all right, that's what's hurting that initial attack, okay? Yeah, a little bit of transitional material there. All right, a little bit of, I'm going to call it like dead air or dead space like on a radio. All right, just a little bit of dead space there between the horns and the entrance of the grounded percussion. Let's see if we can connect that, make that transitional seamless, okay? Control the forte piano. If you come off of it, don't come back in when it's piano or pianissimo. Come back in on the crescendo. That way we won't hear you that much. Come on, right notes. We've played that same phrase, arpeggiation phrase, for several moments here, melodics. Okay. That's better on the mounted toms, thank you. That's more sensitive. Yeah, rhythmic integrity out of the mounted toms once you start that rhythmic. Yeah, visually communicate with each other, their grounded percussion. If you'll visually communicate with each other, you'll lock that tempo in every time, okay? That's better. Yeah, and again, we're trying, overall, we're trying to get this dark concert band sound, but we're doing the rolls on the smallest suspended cymbal that you have in the grounded percussion. So that gives us a bright, tinny sound as opposed to the dark sound that you're trying to achieve with the wind ensemble proper. So if there's something that we can do to help correlate that, all right, let's not take away from what the winds are working so hard to do, just playing a larger suspended cymbal. Timing of the toms. All right, that person's just got to visually communicate with everybody just to make sure that they're going to lock things in. North Oldham, thank you so very much for your second performance tonight. Thank you and congratulations on making finals. And thank you for allowing me to adjudicate you here this evening at the Louisville Classic. Best of luck. Have a great future.